As the painting develops, there's a lot of questions I ask myself, and some of the questions that started occurring were, all right, we have this character down, but how is this character going to relate to anyone else? So I started thinking about the character. It's almost like when you're doing storytelling, social commentary paintings, you're going to think a lot about your characters, and almost like you're writing a movie. I've got so many characters involved in this, and one reason I tell you why I put myself in this position, a lot of times I will set up a whole scene like Norman Rockwell did. He had kids from the town come, and he set them down in the 5 and dime at the counter, and had them each get a sundae, and he would photograph that scene. If you go to a studio, you can see that he worked, and he even worked with projection and slides. Now, he hid his slide projector when people came to his studio. Nonetheless, he scripted the whole thing like a movie director, and then he painted it exactly as he saw it with his own brilliant technique, lovely little flecks of color and everything that was Rockwell, and his wonderful storytelling ability. And I am like Rockwell in that way, in that I'm a storyteller. And I also, but in this one, I did not have my whole scene set up. Some of my paintings I do, and I'll just go around and pan the entire cast of characters that I have and photograph them, and then I'll develop that into a painting. This is all hand painted, obviously, but all right. So I didn't have that situation going on. So my challenge became, who are my characters and how am I going to light them? In thinking about this, I made a lot of sketches, and I'll just look through them and kind of go through where my mind was. I thought, well, he could have a child, and the child could be maybe playing with the cat, and the cat is, I circled this because the cat has got a hold of one of the demons, or maybe the child has one of the demons on a string. The mother, I thought, well, what would she be doing? She'd be coming in from work. She'd be putting her purse down, or maybe she's picking up some of the toys. Then I'd started to photograph some a neighbor's kids and put one of it, you'll see that later, in an ice cream outfit. So I lightly sketched that child in an ice cream outfit here. Here's another sketch which shows kind of the development of my ideas. I'm starting to think about this Tweety Bird character. I've gone to Goodwill and I've purchased a Tweety Bird for another same neighbor's child to hold up in front of his face. I was reading at the time the book East of Eden with the two children. It's got the good kid and the bad kid, basically, or typically bad and good. So this is kind of the the good kid, but he can only look at his father through the eyes of the Tweety Bird. Anyway. Alright, so this is the Tweety Bird character, and I'm thinking about who are my other characters, and I'm starting to think about composition and moving the eye around. So we've got these triangle shapes. Now how are we going to head off of it? Should his wife be pointing in that direction to give a strong directional thing? Should the child be leaning back and screaming to kind of give another triangle here? We did end up ultimately with kind of another triangle from the ice cream character's arm here. But anyway, a lot of things to consider in composition, which is learned. It takes decades and decades to learn composition. Anyway, even in considering my wife or girlfriend back here, I wanted to, at first she was going to be unclothed, and I thought about different postures of a woman who's maybe bored or depressed, which one would be with, this character is basically a porn addict / narcissist here. All right, other sketches. As I was considering the evil spirits, the demons, I thought of for a sexual demon, I thought of kind of a ball sack with a protruding a penis here, eyes and nose, kind of a sad, wimpy, wilting penis. And then I've made a note: a frustrated pride character flat on its back having a temper tantrum like a baby because it